What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Basketball Analysis Quinn Wade, coming to you with a quick video on the Golden State Warriors, the NBA champion, the two-time MVP, Steph Curry, the one-time MVP and Finals MVP, Kevin Durant, finally got some recognition for being the best player in the world. Finally got some recognition because he finally got to the finals. He was able to beat his arch nemesis, LeBron James, for his title. Remember, LeBron James beat KD in 5. And KD was able to return the favor by beating LeBron James on probably the best team LeBron ever been on, was last year Cavs team. They had Kyrie. They went with Kyle Korver, Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson, Iman Shumpert. The team was stacked and loaded. Deron Williams was on the roster, and Kevin Durant was able to beat him. And every time the game was close, Kevin Durant knocked down clutch shots. He hit the clutch shot in Game 3 to steal Game 3, and he hit clutch shots in the fourth quarter in Game 5 to clinch that game. So every time they made a run, Kevin Durant was ready. He's the best player in the world to me. His defense has improved. His playmaking improved years ago. He became one of the most underrated players, even though he ain't making the All-NBA first team anymore. People sleep on his passing ability. People don't notice how efficient he is. They kind of don't recognize how great of a player Kevin Durant is, able to get a team to 59 wins and finish second in the West. And when he won MVP, to shoot 50, 40, and almost 90 that season too, knowing that everybody trying to double team trap, you get the ball out your hands, you got to take difficult shots because you're the best player. You don't have another all-star with you because James Harden, Russell Westbrook was gone and injured. So he showed what he can do. I knew he was a champion. I knew he was a great player. I knew he would win a championship before he retired. And now it has become into fruition in reality now. People know and realize how great of a player he is. People predicting that the Warriors will finish with the championship this year. And that's what we're going to talk about, what to expect from the Warriors. Obviously, I suspect them to win over 60 games because of, depending if they're healthy. I'm just going based off if they started with this roster that they have right now, what would happen? So we don't know about injuries, trades, trade deadline, free agents, pickups before the playoffs start. This is going based off how every team is right now. The Warriors won 67 games. Kevin Durant missed 20-plus games. They struggled. I mean, he was injured during the Portland series. He was able to help them win against the Utah series. Even though Utah kept the series a little close, they just didn't have enough weapons. Maybe because George Hill was injured, maybe he would have added a little bit more offense. They would have won 1 or 2 games, but they didn't, so I can't give them credit for that. But the Warriors are a great defensive team. They're versatile. They can switch everything. They can go small. They can go big. With Pachulia and McGee, they can put McGee at the 5 and go with KD at the stretch 4. They have a lot of ball handlers. They have a lot of playmakers. They have a lot of players that's efficient and knockdown shooters. They spread out the floor. They can get to the paint. Steph Curry is an improved finisher. Kevin Durant he just dunks on you or lays it up or get an and-one. He's a great finisher. Klay Thompson can get it close to the basket, float it in, post up, lean in, fade away, shoot the spot up 3, come off screens, come off pick and roll. They can do pick and roll, driving down the hill, up the hill, pick and pop, pick and drop, pick and lob to JaVale McGee. The team just has so many moves and so many weapons that they virtually unguardable. They added Nick Young. They added Omar Caspi. They got back David Zaza and McGee, so they're deep. They're deeper than they was last year. McCaw went from 6'5" to 6'7", so he's more lengthy and more longer and more taller than he was before when he got in the league. They have youth at the same time, so this team won't be getting aged or older no time soon because a lot of these players not even in their 30s, and their big 3 is not even in their 30s. And they role players. Besides Sean Livingston, 31, but they got Kevon Looney, Patrick McCaw. They only 21 years old. And Nick Young, he's 32. Caspi is 29. And you still have Iguodala. He's only 33. He's not that old. Compared to that, he don't have to do as much work as if he was a superstar player. They make his job easier because they have so much talent to take the pressure off him. He can focus on his assignments and pick his spots when he can score. So Iguodala don't really have to do nothing. He's going to age gracefully because he's playing on the team with so much talent. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm predicting the Warriors to win over 60 games. Obviously, I'm predicting the Warriors to finish first in the West if they don't have any injuries. Even if they did, they probably still finish first in the West. You can't really count out the Spurs because if Warriors get off to a bad start, they still dominant enough to win every game. But you never know. The Spurs came close last year and the year before of being just as good as the Warriors. And we finally got that matchup last year And of course, Kawhi Leonard, David Lee, and Tony Parker got injured, so we couldn't really see a full Warriors Spurs series yet. Maybe we get it this year when both teams are healthy and we see who can win in 7 games. Hopefully we do. I was looking forward to last year and I was disappointed when we didn't get it. But with that being said, the Warriors, they most likely, if no injuries or anything occur, they most likely get back to the finals. They might go 6 with the Spurs. And I don't think Cleveland as constructed right now, and I think they're going to make more moves in Cleveland. Cleveland as constructed right now, I don't think they can beat the Spurs or the Warriors. And on top of that, Boston, I don't feel like they can do it either. But maybe in the future, the Boston and them could beat them as they get older and as players want more money, players want to prove themselves, or they just start breaking up because they won so much and it's time to rebuild. The Warriors probably gonna be winning the championship for the next 2-3 years. They already won 2 out of 3 years, so if they probably got another 3-4 years, 5 years, really, of keeping this team together, and they gonna have a run for the championship for multiple years, and they already won 2 out of the 3. So this most likely will be a dynasty. If they win championship this year, they definitely is a dynasty. 3 out of 4 years. So with that being said, the team is damn near a dynasty. Next year, if they win the championship, they're a dynasty, and you can't really hate on them. You have to give them credit. They built from the ground up. They was able to persuade Kevin Durant to leave OKC to join their team, and you have to give credit to Steph Curry because he could have just said, "This is my team. I don't need no help. We already won a championship without you." Instead, he allowed Kevin Durant to come play his game, adapt to Kevin Durant, and let him be the closer for the team, and let him carry the team to the finals, well, to the championship, because he was able to close a lot of shots. Not saying Steph Curry couldn't do it, but it's good to have that help and that player that can do it for you and help make your job easier, like I said about Andre Iguodala. So let me know what you guys think about the Golden State Warriors. Let me know what you guys think about the Western Conference. Is it a foregone conclusion like it was last year? We knew it was going to be Cavs Warriors, and they ended up being Cavs Warriors, and the Warriors beat them in 5. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I think it still moves for Cleveland to do. Obviously, Boston, I don't think they're good enough right now, but they will have a chance in the future if they can continue to add more pieces. And Kyrie Irving is a player that's not scared of Steph Curry, and he can score just as good as anybody in the league. And he has the age and the youth to make it a competitive series for multiple years to come. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my website at knowledgeplayground.com. Check out my Facebook page at knowledgeplayground.com. It'll be in the description in the comment section below. All you gotta do is click the link and send you to my website. Click the link and send you to my Facebook page. If you're a fan, like the fan page just to show support. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out, and let me know what you guys think about the Warriors. And the Warriors fans, y'all got a dynasty, y'all got a great team, and y'all gonna be winning a lot of championships in the future if y'all can continue to keep this team together and continue to rebuild around this nucleus to keep them relevant, keep them adapted to how the NBA is changing. And if they can do that, this team gonna be a team that's gonna last for a long time and gonna be winning multiple championships.